Hot Springs, Arkansas. Is there more than just hot water? When folks think about Hot Springs, Arkansas, the first thing they think about are the famous hot springs. Now, long before settlers ever came here, the Quapaw, Caddo, and Osage tribes believed the springs held healing powers. When Arkansas became part of the United States in the Louisiana Purchase, settlers began to move to the area, and the fame of the hot springs spread like wildfire. Hey, it's Mark with Any Way You Travel. Today we're gonna go beyond the hot springs and look at some of the other great things there are to do in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Hot Springs was declared a Federal Reserve before Yellowstone was named the first national park. When Hot Springs was named a reserve, they didn't have the concept of a national park. So really, Hot Springs is the first national park.
One of the coolest things about Hot Springs is that there are water fountains all over town where you can bring your water bottles, fill them up for free, and drink the mineral water that made Hot Springs so famous.
Now, what is it y'all like about the water?
Free of chemicals. It's natural.
And natural, yeah.
And it's free.
It's free water, and you don't have to pay for it in the
Don't
store.
forget.
What are you waiting for? Come on over. For a small fee, Zoltar will give you a wealth of wisdom.
Well, I don't think Zoltar's going to be able to help you when you head to Oaklawn Racing Casino and Resort. It was opened in 1905 as a horse track. It took its name from the community in which it was originally built.
If you're feeling lucky, you need to stop by the Oaklawn Casino and Resort when you're in Hot Springs. They've got horse racing. They've got a huge casino. They've got a spa. It is very much a resort. And of course, they have A-listers in their theater on a regular basis.
They have horse racing January through May of each year. And remember, if you're going to play those ponies, gamble responsibly. About 7 minutes down Highway 7 south from Oaklawn, you come to beautiful Lake Hamilton. So, why not rent a boat and enjoy an afternoon on the water? There are a lot of boat rental companies, but the guys at Kahuna Bay Boat Rentals were kind enough to let me take a look at their pontoons. You know, whether it's fishing, tubing, or just getting out on the water with your family and enjoying a little swimming or having a picnic on the pontoon, a boat rental is a great way to spend an afternoon in Hot Springs.
I think I may take one of these out myself.
Don't forget to check out all the equipment and souvenirs they have inside. If you're looking to hit the lake, you might want to check out Kahuna Bay Boat Rentals. Okay, it was getting along in the afternoon and my stomach alarm went off and it was time for lunch, so I decided to head to a seafood place you've got to check out.
I'm eating at my favorite place in Hot Springs. Whenever I come here, I eat at Fisherman's Wharf. I'm telling you, it is absolutely delicious. It's nestled right on the shore of Lake Hamilton. You can sit inside, or if you want to sit out on the deck by the lake, you can do that too. But the food is fantastic and it's pretty reasonably priced.
As you can tell, the restaurant has a real cool nautical motif and a full bar. Of course, if you're out on the water and get hungry, pull up to the dock, tie off your boat, and come on in and enjoy a delicious meal.
Bacon wrapped with shrimp.
Looks delicious.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I got my stuffed shrimp. I have my clam chowder, and I'm gonna try the stuffed shrimp. I mean, this is beautiful. This is a thing of beauty, folks, I'm telling you. It is fantastic. And while I have you here, I'm going to take a little taste of the clam chowder too and see how it is. Oh man, I tell you what, this place never disappoints. You need to check out the Fisherman's Wharf.
Next, we drove up Hot Springs Mountain to check out the observation tower. Now, you can hike this if you want to. I just didn't want to. The views from up here are absolutely spectacular. And this isn't even a view from the observation tower. This is just a lookout point below the observation tower. There were two towers prior to the existing one built in 1877, which was a wood one, and one built in 1906 of metal, which was torn down in 1940. The current tower was completed in 1983. It stands 216 feet or 66 meters tall. When you add in the height of Hot Springs Mountain, the top of the tower is 1,256 feet or 383 meters above sea level.
On the second floor of the observation tower is a museum, and it contains the history of Hot Springs, the Hot Springs area, and the Hot Springs National Park. It talks about some of the myths of the area and dispels those myths. So when you come to the observation tower, don't just go up to the observation deck. Make sure you stop in the museum because it's really, really informative. When you get up on the observation deck, you get a beautiful view of Hot Springs and the surrounding area.
One of the most well-known landmarks in Hot Springs is the Arlington Hotel. Originally built in 1875, this is the third building in a series, and it was built in 1924. At the time, it was the most luxurious hotel in Arkansas. In fact, it's still the largest hotel in all of Arkansas. But one particular guest was very choosy about the room in which he stayed.
We're inside the Arlington Hotel, and this is the suite that Gangster Al Capone used every time he came to Hot Springs. The Arlington was his favorite hotel to stay in.
Any way you travel got a sneak peek inside the gangster's favorite suite. You can see why this room would appeal to someone with the stature and power of a person like Al Capone. Back in the day, this was luxury. You can almost see him sitting down with his lieutenants doing business. When you leave the seating area, you go into the private bedroom. Also, while Al Capone was at the Arlington, he had his own private dining room that was reserved exclusively for he and his entourage. Speaking of Al Capone, make sure you stop by his favorite Hot Springs hangout, the Ohio Club. The Ohio Club's the oldest continually operating bar in Arkansas. It was founded in 1905. During Prohibition, it was a speakeasy and a clandestine casino. You'll find all kinds of memorabilia, including Al Capone's very own leather club that was taken from him when he was arrested. Also, enjoy some great live music and some delicious food. Speaking of food, if you want some delicious pizza when you're in Hot Springs, here's the place to go. Grateful Head Pizza helps you get in touch with your inner 60s or 70s child and enjoy some great pizza while you're doing it. Now, the last time I was in town, I ate here and had the Meat Lover's Pie. It was some of the best pizza I'd ever had. There's plenty of cheese, the sauce wasn't too heavy or spread too thick, the crust was nice and tender. It was absolutely delicious. I'm telling you, it makes my mouth water just thinking about it. A quick pro tip, when you visit Hot Springs, don't pay to park. There's a big public parking garage that is absolutely free on the main drag of the historic district. There you go. You're welcome. Of course, what's a visit to Hot Springs without checking out the bathhouses on Bathhouse Row? The Fordyce Bathhouse is the official visitor center and museum for Bathhouse Row. So what do you say we explore the bathhouse and see what it was all about?
This was a men's bathing room. They would come into a private room where they'd take their bath and they'd be washed, and then they would come out here to the center and they would sit and relax and socialize a little bit, do guy stuff.
Okay, I don't know about you, but this would make me a bit uncomfortable. You go into a private bathing room, you undress, an attendant would be in there with the bath already drawn, and once you got in, he would give you a bath. I feel like I need to talk about football. Next, there's this contraption that looks like a full-body shower. And then these are steam boxes. You would sit inside the box, the steam would be vented into the box to cause you to sweat. You might say these were early saunas. The sweating helped to detox your body and relax you.
I'm standing here on Bridge Street in downtown Hot Springs, and this street, which is about 100 feet long, is the site of the world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade. That's right, every year the city gets together and they put on a huge parade along 100-foot long Bridge Street. And the Grand Marshals are some famous people like Emmitt Smith from the Dallas Cowboys. They've had singers that have been the Grand Marshal. So if you're here during St. Patrick's Day, you're going to want to take in the world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade.
On Central Avenue in historic downtown Hot Springs, you'll find the old O'Brien building, which was built in 1891. It was the equivalent of a modern-day billboard. You can see where various companies advertised on the side of the building. But what most people don't realize is you can look at the little white sign to the left and it'll tell you what the buildings looked like over the years. Miller Beer paid to put an ad on the building, which stayed there from 1891 to 1898. Then, from 1898 to 1907, Coca-Cola, Rogers Brothers Saloon, and a landlord advertised. From 1907 to 1912, Sells Royal Blue Shoes advertised on the building's side. And finally, in 1912 until 1915, Tom Moore, America's favorite cigar, advertised on the wall. But in 1915, a building was built next to the O'Brien building, and the artistry was forgotten. But in the 1980s, that building was demolished and it exposed the beautiful artwork that was left on the O'Brien building. So make sure you get a close-up glimpse of this. It's really a neat snapshot of history. From the earliest days of Native American tribes to the 1541 arrival of Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto to Arkansas becoming part of the United States in 1803, the hot mineral water of Hot Springs, Arkansas has drawn people from far and wide. We hope you enjoyed exploring Hot Springs with us. If you did, hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up because that tells YouTube to spread the video to more people. Also, hit the notification button so you can travel with us next time. Thanks for joining us on Any Way You Travel. We'll see you next week in London.